Welcome. Today, let's explore one of the most powerful wealth-building forces in finance, compound interest. Compound interest has been shaping wealth for at least 4 millennia. We will discuss what makes this concept so remarkable and how you can harness its potential. Archaeologists found a stone tablet discussing compound interest, believed to be as old as 2000 BC. The stone tablet was from ancient Babylon and contemplated how long it would take a loan to double in value. The tablet is currently on display at the Louvre in Paris, France. Following the emergence of modern banking systems in Renaissance Italy, the concept of compound interest became a fundamental principle of finance, driving the expansion of international trade and commerce. At its core, compound interest is straightforward, yet surprising. Compound interest earns interest on both your original investment and all the interest you have accumulated over time. Benjamin Franklin explained compound interest as money makes money, and that money makes money. The compound interest grows exponentially the longer you leave it. On the other hand, compound interest can also work against you, particularly with credit card debt. Leaving credit card debt to grow while paying the minimum payment can be disastrous. So, before you start investing for the long term, pay off those high interest rate loans. Furthermore, it is essential to remember that only the net amount of returns actually compounds, so any fees or taxes will reduce the benefits of long-term compounding. Many people do not open tax-deferred retirement savings accounts, not realizing the potential long-term gains they may miss. Additionally, any fees taken by service providers will directly reduce the amount of compound interest. This may not be a lot of money over the short term, but over the long term, this may be substantial. Let me illustrate the differences in returns over 30 years. For 30 years, the differences in ending values may be pretty dramatic. For example, if you invested $10,000 for 30 years at 12% returns and left it alone, you would have approximately $300,000 at the end of the 30 years. But let us assume you paid taxes and fees of 4%. You would have accumulated only 100 grand. So for long-term investors, it is essential to take advantage of those tax-deferred accounts and to read how much fees you are paying by reading agreements and prospectuses before investing. On the other end of the rates, 1% and 2% would only be worth approximately $13,000 and $18,000 respectively. Even without fees or taxes, these low returns are unlikely to keep up with inflation long-term. Here is a complete table of the example that I created. For each instance, our hypothetical investor started with $10,000 and made no additional payments. So, the only factors that contributed to different ending values were time or returns. I used a color scale so you can better see how the two factors affect your final results. Red, yellow, and green indicate the relative value of the total amounts, with a $10,000 minimum value and a maximum value of approximately $300K. As you can see, it pays to invest for the long term and to pay attention to taxes and fees. Keep in mind that as your potential return increases, so does the risk and volatility of your returns. Securities and real estate can lose value, and you should expect that with higher average returns, there will likely be some losing years too. If you are investing in mutual funds, FINRA offers a free fund analyzer to help you compare mutual funds or exchange-traded funds you are considering based on fees and other criteria. FINRA's fund analyzer is extremely helpful. The fund calculator allows you to type in specific mutual funds and specifics related to your situation and intentions to give you additional information on what could be the best choice specific to you. Go to www.finra.org, search for mutual funds, and you will find their fund analyzer. I am not affiliated with FINRA. This was not an offer to sell any security, and this video was intended for educational purposes only. Another way to build long-term wealth is through real estate. Andrew Carnegie famously said, 90% of all millionaires became so through owning real estate. More money has been made in real estate than in all industrial investments combined. Although real estate can lose value too, real estate is a tangible asset that investors can control. Loans may amplify returns through appreciation, cash flow, and loan amortization, which is loan pay down. Real estate also serves as a hedge against inflation and provides significant tax benefits, such as deductions for interest and depreciation, as well as opportunities for tax deferral through 1031 exchanges. Responsible use of debt, depreciation, and strategic deals can help investors build wealth while minimizing taxes, and these benefits can be passed on to heirs, creating multi-generational wealth. If you like this video, follow us for more honest and useful financial information. As we say goodbye, I wish you the courage to pursue your dreams, the strength to persevere, and the abundance that life has to offer.